Well, hello, and welcome to volume 70. Can you believe that? 70 of My Prostate is Trying to Kill Me. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular old guy trying to live life fighting prostate cancer. Glad to have you along for the ride. It's Friday. Remember, everyone deployed. So it's Red Friday. And normally I'd have the t shirt on, but I haven't showered yet today. It's been a busy day. I slept terribly last night. Sorry, I'm just going to take this off because I'm in the house. There you go. Now I have a face. Went to bed. You know what I did is last night I had Orange County gun owners meeting, virtual meeting that was online. You saw the videos I recorded with Tom and Jack, so I had to edit those and get them on. And then debate was on, so I recorded that and then stayed up and watched that after I got done with the Orange County gun owners meeting. And so I had at about 5 o'clock, I had a cup of real coffee. So I was real wide awake when I tried to go to bed. I took my wad of medicines and supplements and went to bed, and it must have been close to 11 by the time I hit the sack. And I actually did fall asleep pretty quick, but I only stayed asleep till 12:30. Woke up at 12:30. I'm like, oh man. So, slung the legs over, sat on the edge of the bed. I keep a big cold drink thing in there, so I had something to drink and I laid back down. And you know how you do where I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm not gonna go to sleep. So I laid there for about a half an hour and tried to go to sleep, and didn't work. So I got up and tried the milk and cookies. And what did I have? Costco double chocolate chunk cookies. Speaking as a professional Santa, if cookies and milk were going to do the trick, they would. Now, granted, it's almond milk. I don't drink regular milk, but it didn't really work. So I went back to bed at must have been like 1:30. I think it was the last time 1:30 or 2. Last time I remember looking at the clock. And after I had the cookies, before I went to bed, I had half of a edible, half of what I would normally have, and it did the trick. I went to sleep, and then I got up at 6:30, and laid there till a little after 7, and then got up, started my day, and unfortunately started it groggy. So you're slow going, and that's how it was this morning. So I'm not sure I will be doing that again for a while, drinking coffee that late in the day, because it really did. And it didn't used to bother me, because when I was working in radio, I'd get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would have, this is before Keurig or anything, so you would set up your Mr. Coffee, overnight. You set up the night before, and you have a pot of coffee ready to go. So I would get up and that's the first thing I did. Walked to the coffee maker, had a cup of coffee, and then I would sit down at the computer and start doing some show prep. I'd be reading the news for the day, find out what was going on. We weren't a news station. We played country music, but still, you want to keep track of current events and see what was up. And so I'd probably have 3 cups of coffee before I was done with that. Then I'd go grab a shower, and then I would fill up my travel mug with coffee, and then I would drive to the Kick FM studios in Anaheim. And then as soon as I get there, they have the automatic, the nice bun ones like the restaurants have. First thing I did, man, come through the door and head straight back to the kitchen all the way in the back of the building. Pull out the little, it comes in a pre-measured bag. You put the filter in, and then tear open the bag, pour that in, and you hit the button. The water comes through a filter, fills it up, and it takes, 10 minutes less to make a cup of coffee. So I would head down to my office, get that open, get everything out and ready to go, turn on the lights in the studio. We had automated from, I want to say midnight midnight until 5 when I came on. And so anyways, that's a bunch of old history. Just long way of saying, by the time 9 a.m. rolled around at the end of my shift on the radio, I probably had 4 pots of coffee all by myself. And then during the day, I was drinking coffee all day long. I stop at a 7-Eleven, get a big old cup. So I literally would drink probably the large cups. I'd probably drink another 5 of those during the day because they were only $1. You know, they had that little application. Well, back then it was a card, and they would punch it or mark it or whatever, and then, you know, you get a free cup of coffee. But their coffee was always cheap, so I'd be swinging, you know, like fix this case of trouble, stop and get a cup of coffee, drink it on the way to the next one, and then and I could drink it at night and be fine. You know, I could drink pot coffee and then sleep like a baby. But after I got diagnosed with cancer, I went completely decaf for almost a year. Then I started drinking the half calf stuff. And now, what I do is I drink 1 cup of real coffee in the morning when I'm reading my paper. That's what I call checking news on the internet. And then I might have 1 or 2 more cups of coffee, but they're decaf. Just because I like coffee. I like the taste, I like the smell, the aroma. It's awesome. And plus, it's just habit, you know, doing that. So, and a lot of times in the afternoon, I'll have another cup of decaf. But yesterday was full calf. It was regular coffee. And so now I'm paying the price for that. So I'll have to put a disclaimer at the start of this video when I post it up on YouTube. Yawns ahead. Or get ready for let's play the yawning drink game again. And so let's see, got up, was doing stuff on the internet. Dad called, and he was having an issue with his home network. He couldn't get on the internet. So I said, okay, let me run over there. And I was out in the garage getting some stuff done, doing designs for some new shirts, which I just realized I didn't go back to start finishing when I got home from my mom and dad's house. But I will get those done over the weekend. So anyways, went over to Pop's house, helped him out, and then headed back over here. And my buddy Scott was getting his boat fixed, and the place where he gets his boat fixed is in the industrial park behind me there. So he texted me and said, hey, you gonna be home? I said, sure. Oh, I should have started the counter. I forget how many times I've yawned by now. And so he went over and picked up his boat that's been over there getting fixed, and swung by, and we had a socially distanced visit for a while. And Scott and I worked at the phone company together. God, I made that noise again. I hate that noise. So we do, you know, chit chat, and I had a jacket for him that I don't wear anymore, so I gave it to him. And then I had a radio case that I got back around his birthday, and because we don't see each other very often because of the COVID, had not given it to him, so I gave that to him. And then he went for a ride on my e-bike, which I should have shot the video of it. He looked like he was having a good time. Hard to tell because he's got the mask on, but it looked like he was enjoying himself. And he brought his little dog Atlas over, and I didn't get video. I was not on the ball today. I didn't get video of Atlas either. He's my little buddy. And so anyways, Scott left. I made lunch, had a couple of chili dogs for lunch, and then I was watching something on YouTube, and I was gone for probably almost an hour, and woke up. Of course, I'm laying sideways on the couch with my arm hanging off, so I wake up like I can't bend my arm, get that done. And then on Fridays when the lawn guys come, I park, when I remember, I park my Samurai across the street, and if I think of it, I'll move the Tundra, because when they're got the blower out, the leaf blower, they're just blowing crap all over the place, and I'm too lazy to put the top on the Samurai, so quite a few times now it's all that stuff settles in there, and I have to vacuum it all out. So when I think about it, I do what I did today, and I run across the street, parking next to Anthony's house. And then when Scott came to visit, he had his Tundra with the boat in tow. So I went ahead and parked my Tundra across the street. So he just made a big U-turn and then parked in front. And I don't know, I'm boring you guys. You know what? I'm so tired. I'm just doing the yakety yak thing. But it's Friday, so thank you very much. Kelly took off this morning for work, and I recorded her saying have a fabulous day, which is something that she does really well. So I'm going to pop that in to the video here.
Have a fabulous day.
And I hope you enjoyed that. That's my positive attitude in the morning as she leaves for work. She's a wonderful person, and she's got plans with a couple of her girlfriends this weekend, so they're going to be out of town and having an awesome time. So I'm batching it for the weekend, which is good. I got things to do, so that'll work out okay. But why was I telling you that? Anyways, I've received some comments on the videos that we did yesterday and suggesting that other people join us and we'll do interviews. So hopefully if I can nail down a time, then I will do an interview with those people and get it up on the page. And I'm really looking forward to that. I'm excited about it because I think a lot of people, when you tell your story and you type it, it just doesn't come out the same as when you get to tell it. So and I've just basically been talking to the Facebook page for prostate cancer support. But if you're not a member of that and you have found this channel and you have prostate cancer, or you're a loved one, or a wife or partner of somebody that has prostate cancer, or it's your dad or whatever, get a hold of me. And if you want to tell your story, man, we would love to hear it. I just yak on sometimes, but it's always nice to hear other people's stories and other people's take on prostate cancer and how they're handling it in their life. So feel free to contact me. In the meantime, thank you all of you for the prayers, for the good vibes, for the shaka, for the aloha, for the good thoughts, everything that you're sending my way. Sorry guys, I know I'm rambling. I'm going to cut this off. I just wanted to say thank you. I may or may not post a video over the weekend. So love you all. Have an awesome weekend, and I will see you on Monday.